I was obviously I had some free time this week and I listened to the fuck. No, I didn't listen to it. I was on what the fuck was I doing? I was on YouTube, of course, and I came across some like fighters' reactions to what Meryl Streep said. Now y'all know I don't give a fuck about pop culture. Now, apparently they did the Golden Globes just like last week. I totally forgot that existed. So in America, there's shit like Academy Awards, Golden Globes, the Oscars, and I don't know the difference between either of them. I think it's just like for movies, actors and actresses, and cult leaders and people who swallow semen for fame and sell their soul to demonic forces in the underworld of Los Angeles. I digress. Meryl Streep is obviously like a classic, actress, whatever. I'm sorry, actor. I'm sorry, individual. I can't even, I don't fucking know. Whatever. And she did this speech, whatever. I guess she won an award for Best Actress. I have no fucking idea. And really, this kind of came out of nowhere because she's talking about how they need more foreigners in Hollywood and like outsiders and foreigners, which fair enough. I mean, that's fine. She's like, so if you all want these foreigners out, so funny. She's like, if you don't want these foreigners out, then basically like you'll be forced to watch football and mixed martial arts, which is what did she say? Which is not the arts, something like that. You guys might know verbatim, but she said it again. Let me try to say this one again. So she said, if you all want the foreigners out of Hollywood, then you all are only gonna have football and mixed martial arts to watch, which is not even the arts. Some bullshit like that. So mixed martial arts is not the arts. Well, it's actually one of the original arts. I mean, martial arts, whatever you want to call it, mixed martial arts, the fighting arts, the art of war, like that shit, that is one of the original arts. There is a strategy. There is everybody have a seat, by the way. Everybody have a seat. Put down your phone. Turn off your TV. Put your dick back in your pants, Les. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Give a fuck. Alright? Put your fucking Kool-Aid down, alright? Yeah, I said it. And listen to what the hell I'm saying, alright? Fighting is the most pure and raw form of competition, sport, any of that, okay? Fighting is the one and only truth in competition. Everybody likes to see a good fight. Let's talk about basketball. What is the most exciting shit that can possibly happen in a basketball game? I'm waiting. Is it when the white guy who can't slam dunk makes an awesome three-pointer? No. Oh, is it when one of the players run up into the crowd and punch a motherfucker in his face and then everybody starts freaking out and fighting and it's just a chaotic blur of violence? That's what makes the fucking news. Why do people watch football? American football, or rugby for that matter. Rugby and or American football. Why is that so exciting? Is it because Dontavius, Latavius, Quatavius, Quantatius Jackson can run 100 yards in 3 seconds? Is that why? Or is it cool to see a motherfucker who weighs 300 pounds slam into another motherfucker who weighs 300 pounds and then they get knocked down? Or is it cool to see when fucking X Williams, whoever, runs the ball, gets fucking just blindsided by corn-fed Billy Bo, just fucking blindsided. Motherfucker's helmet gets knocked off. He's twitching on the ground. We want to see shit like that. People like fucking violence. It's shit. The shit sells. Sex and violence sells, man. All right. End of story. All right. Mixed martial arts is exciting. It is easily, without a doubt, 100 fucking percent the most exciting combat sport, if not sport, simply because it is the most raw form of sport. It is the ultimate truth in competition. It is fighting. It is what everybody is scared and nervous to do. These guys do, these athletes, these fighters, whatever the fuck you want to call, at least every single man on the planet, and I bet woman too, wishes that they could do that. I think everybody, whether they want to say it or not, admit it to themselves or whatever, they think it would be cool to know how to defend themselves and whoop some ass. If anyone's listening to this right now, do you think that it would be cool to know how to fight? To know how to throw some fucking kicks and punches and elbows and knees, and know how to slam somebody and choke a motherfucker and break their damn arm, and not only that, but know how to defend against somebody who's trying to kill you. Mixed martial arts, UFC, all this shit is this. It is, you have two trained assassins, somebody who dedicates their life and every waking hour to perfecting this art. Okay, the original, most pure, raw art, fighting. War, conflict, confrontation, whatever you want to call it. All right, battle, any of that shit. These guys, and women now as well. There's a lot of great women fighters coming around. You can see women's mixed martial arts hasn't even been around that long, and look how far it's come in just the last few years. You have bitches like I said it, like Amanda Nunes, and I mean that, by the way, in the most respectful way possible. I'm no way insinuating that I do not like Amanda Nunes. I think she's the new breed of female fighter. Now, the women's MMA is definitely going to be behind men's simply because it hasn't been around as long, but it's going to catch up soon. You have two trained people. Now, some people have different strengths. Some people play more on their brute strength and raw power. For example, like a guy like Brock Lesnar. Even though he's not the best example, he's not even a real mixed martial arts fighter. I mean, he is, but like he doesn't fight normally. He's like a fake wrestler, in fact. So, who's a guy who's got a lot of brute strength? Okay, the bantamweight, John Lineker. You've got guys like Robert Whittaker and the middleweight division. You've got guys like Anthony Johnson. You guys know Anthony Rumble Johnson. He's a light heavyweight. His last fight, he knocked out Glover to share with a picture perfect. What was it? I think it was an uppercut or like a hook or a cross or something. But it was a right hand. He just, God Jesus, it was just like Glover to share took a shot to the head with a 30-06. Pardon me. So, I mean, and then you got people that are just more skilled. Now, some people, you can even dissect this element of it, the skill. Are they skilled because they have natural talent, or are they skilled because they work hard at it? Some people are both. I mean, you got some guys that have the natural athletic ability and the unstoppable work ethic. So, how can you not call these people artists? Now, are they painting? No. Are they acting? Are they playing make-believe? No. What they're doing is they're doing and they're performing the most raw art form, fighting in conflict, the art of war. And they're doing it for real. Meryl Streep is a sweet little old lady, all right? She's probably never been in a fight in her life. Now, granted, not that she should have to be, I mean, like, I'm not going to slam her for that, like, fair enough. I'm sure Meryl Streep is a nice enough lady, but I think that she's just a bit ignorant, and I think also too she's trying to play on the crowd. She's trying to play on the masses because it was clear that, because I did watch this video clip of her speech. It was clear that she said it. It was clearly like rehearsed. It was rehearsed, and it was rehearsed so people would applaud it, and it like panned the crowd. It showed all the actors, and they were like nodding their heads like yes, mixed martial arts is so stupid, UFC's so stupid. But chances are, these are people who either are closet MMA fans. Now, I don't know if there's actually closet MMA fans, like somebody who can't admit to their friends that they like UFC in fear of being labeled as a savage or some shit. Now, let's be honest. A lot of MMA fans don't set the best example for what a mixed martial artist is, and not just a mixed martial artist, but a fan as well. I mean, because when you have gangs of white trash kids and punk motherfuckers like that, and tap out t-shirts, wearing those tap out snapback hats to the side, getting all tatted up, acting like because they had a couple of Muay Thai, like couple of free trial Muay Thai lessons, that they're a badass motherfucker now. And you got guys like that walking around. You got people that go to UFC and get drunk and drink beer and start fights in the crowd. And you've got guys at the bar that lose bets or They want some guy to win. They start talking shit. People make it racial even. Like, I was at a bar one time shortly before I moved to Asia. It was in Arlington, Virginia, and I actually went with my team, Capital MMA, and we all went to watch UFC 183, Diaz versus Silva. And when Tyron Woodley was fighting Kelvin Gastelum, this Latino dude came up to me, and he's like, now I didn't train with the guy. He was some dude I didn't know, but I think he knew one of the fighters there, and he was, yeah, he's a Latino, so obviously his family, whatever. So they came, and goddamn Latinos taking over our damn country. Nah, I'm kidding. Dude, if fucking Latinos left the States, they'd be fucked. They'd be totally screwed, man. So, sip my coffee. It was Tyron Woodley versus Kelvin Gastelum, and he comes up to me and he's like, he said something like, you know how you can tell he's gonna win a fight. He's like, it starts from the weakest here. He said that the weakest is a white guy who's clean shaven, and then a white guy with a beard is better. But he said a clean shaven Latino is tougher, and then the Latino with a beard is even tougher than that, and then a clean shaven black guy is tougher, and then a bearded black guy is even tougher. So like basically what he was saying is that, well, which is stupid because he's saying that like the black guy's always gonna win, like Tyron Woodley's gonna beat up Stephen Thompson. Now Tyron Woodley did fight Stephen Thompson, and to be fair enough, Tyron Woodley did beat his ass. He did beat his ass, but he couldn't finish him. He couldn't finish him. In fact, I don't know how Stephen Thompson made it out of that neck crank, whatever the hell that guillotine that Tyron Woodley had on him. If you guys saw that in round 4 of UFC 205 when they fought, I mean, it was amazing. And Stephen Thompson got right back up, and hey, man, like they're about to rematch too, and I think it's going to be good. I think that if Thompson can avoid Tyron Woodley's power, now granted, he's fast as fuck. I mean, he is a bearded black guy, so he is genetically superior in fighting, right? Which is obviously bullshit, but yeah, I mean, that was a good fight, and it was a draw. So, anyways, I mean, the dude said he was joking, but it's just like when you take fighting and a bunch of dudes with testosterone and then make it racial, like shit's bound to get tense. Like when you got a bunch of testosterone, a bunch of egotistical fighters in there, you got the racial element, and there's alcohol going around, like there's and the shit talking, like there's bound to be tension, and does the black guy always beat the white guy in fighting? I mean, obviously not. No, they do a lot. Now, I will admit that in boxing, and just straight boxing, it seems like white guys typically don't fare as well as the Latinos and the black guys. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but it seems typically that, now it could be because it could just be a matter of genetical advantage, yes. No, I mean, look, clearly there's an advantage when it comes to a lot of black people. Like, if you watch the NBA in America, if you watch the NFL, if you look at pro boxing, most of the prominent athletes, the vast majority are all black guys. And hey, man, that's fucking awesome. That's cool. So there you go. And the cool thing I like about mixed martial arts is that, not to make it racial all the time, because I know I do talk about race a bit, but to me it is interesting, and I feel like it should be talked about in certain angles, and I feel like not enough people talk about it the way I do. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I digress. I feel that with mixed martial arts, the beautiful thing about mixed martial arts is that it's just fighting. Mixed martial arts is just a fancy way of saying, like, it's like pure fighting. Now, granted, you can't, like, gouge a dude's eyes out. You can't even kick him in the balls. You can't headbutt, but you can pretty much do anything you want. You can beat his ass, and whether your strength is speed or strength or both, or maybe you're just a better thinker, or you're able to handle the pressure better. Like, there's so many different elements that could dictate whether you win a fight. Whether it's mental, emotional, physical thing, or whatever, chemical imbalance of some kind. If you take somebody like a fast twitch muscle guy, like if you take a dude like Usain Bolt, is he even a fast twitch muscle? Yeah, he is. He's a sprinter, right? I think. I don't even fucking know, actually. I'm just going to scratch that one. I'm going to go with the dude like Ray Lewis. If you take a guy like Ray Lewis, and put him against a guy like Ben Rothwell. Now, if you guys don't know who Ben Rothwell is, he's a heavyweight UFC fighter. He's about 6'4", white dude from Wisconsin. He's got, he looks like your typical fucking giant, scary white guy. And he's like 265 plus, big and hairy. He's got crazy knockout power, and he just beats dudes. He just clubs guys. And, yeah, anyways, if you put him against Ray Lewis, even if Ray Lewis is just as well trained as Ben Rothwell, because he's not, because Ray Lewis is an NFL player. He's not trained in fighting. Well, actually, he might be a little bit, and I'm sure he can fight. Don't get me wrong. I'm not calling Ray Lewis a pussy at all. Dude, I bet he will whoop some fucking ass, man. You imagine, that dude, picking you up and slamming you? Fuck that. But a guy with the body type of Ray Lewis, where he's just all muscle, no fat, just fast twitch, explosive muscle, very explosive power, where you got a guy like Ben Rothwell who's he's more slow twitch. He's probably definitely going to be slower, but he's still got crazy fucking power. He's just slower and not as explosive. Dude, in MMA, now if they box and they're at the same skill level, there's a good chance that Ray Lewis is going to win, because boxing is largely about speed. It's largely about speed, yeah, because you have not only hand speed but foot speed. The ability to move in and out and change angles. And time it with combos and counter strikes and all that type of shit. Whereas mixed martial arts, there's so many different elements. You can't fight like a boxer in an MMA fight. For example, I was sparring one time back when I used to fight, and one of the best boxers in town, his name is El Matador. I don't know I think his actual name is Remy something, and he's this Cuban guy who lives here in town, so he's fucking Cuban. He's had a zillion boxing matches. He's fucking great. I sparred him. He totally beat my ass. I mean, I have no shame in saying it. This guy is a boxer. I don't have any training in boxing. I mean, I do, but not like he does. He trained his whole life. So even in a kickboxing match, I'm going to have trouble with this guy. I might lose. I mean, I have no problem saying that. The dude dedicated his life to the art of boxing, which is a great form of fighting, but it's not pure fighting. Now, if I was going to fight this guy on the street, I already know that I don't want to stand and trade with this guy, because he's going to probably fuck me up, and I don't want to do that. I would try to take him down, and I would try to the best of my ability. Now, I don't have extensive training in grappling or anything, but I do know a thing or two, and I am pretty intelligent. I would try to get a hold of him and take him down and choke him or ground and pound the guy. That would be my method. So my point is that a guy like Ben Rothwell might not be able to beat up Ray Lewis on the feet, because Ray Lewis might be able to throw faster punches, might even punch faster, and I just said that. Move faster rather, just in general, and Rothwell might not even be able to hit him. But if Rothwell's big fucking ass can get a hold of Lewis, take him down, there's a very good chance that Lewis is not going to get back up before the ref stops the fight. All right, so that's my point about MMA. It is such an art form. I'm so impressed by it. Even if these guys are not the most entertaining people to watch in an interview or listen to speak or whatever, if you watch these guys fight and watch how they move and watch what all of their hard work has come to, in that octagon or in that just whatever mixed martial arts league it is. How can you not appreciate the dedication and the movement? People like Jackie Chan, people like all these action stars. Why? Because they fucking kick everyone's ass and they move in a cool way. They do shit that the average person, male or female, wishes they could do. As I said, I think that everybody at the end of the day thinks it would be cool to know how to do that, throw some flying kicks and know how to box and fucking wrestle and choke someone out, and not just offense but defense and counter-attacking as well. That is the thing. So Meryl Streep, not that she's listening, of course, but I mean, I feel like it's obviously an ignorant thing to say, and I felt like she said it to pander to people. To be like, well, I'm going to slam football and mixed martial arts because in my crowd, and I'm talking as Meryl Streep here, in my crowd, things like fighting and football and violent sports like that are savagery. That's beneath us high-class actors, us posh actors, or us artistic types. These subhuman savages can go fight in this blood sport. You know, I mean, it's just super super disrespectful, man. Because I guess I have kind of a soft spot for fighters. Now, granted, I met a lot of fighters in my life. Even before I got into training, I met boxers or wrestlers, and I met mixed martial artists, kickboxers, and some of them are dicks. I'm not gonna lie. Now, maybe they're not always a dick, but they weren't necessarily nice to me. Yes, there are gonna be people like that. There are gonna be dudes who take shit way too seriously and like all they want to do is fucking be mad and angry and tough and bro out all the time. There's also a bunch of actors and artistic types that want to be fucking pretentious and self-involved and self-obsessed and narcissistic as fucking possible, like Meryl Streep, who tries to pander to these posh liberal left-wing motherfucking dickless cuckolds who she's just doing it to get an applause. Yes, I'm gonna slam football. I'm gonna now. If football is by no means like I don't follow American football at this point. I haven't followed American football in like a number of years now. I don't give a fuck at all. But it is a great fucking game, man, and it's cool because it's American, and I say that I say it's cool. It's American because it's just like baseball, dude. Like fucking baseball and American fuck saying American football, fuck soccer. Yeah, I said it. That is Americana, man. That is pastime America. And although I don't live in America anymore, and I don't really intend on going back for any reason, maybe to visit, but certainly not live there. At least not anytime soon. When people say shit like that, it's just silly because I used to play football. You know, like I used to get in the pads and all that and play. What are you saying that I'm a savage? What are you saying that what I was doing was not worth watching? You know, that people should be watching fucking you know, I don't know, fucking stupid ass rom-coms with non-white people in them, as she was saying, well, we need more foreigners. We need more homosexuals. No, she didn't say that, but like there's not enough gay dudes in Hollywood? Jesus. So let me talk about some of my dream MMA fights.